Archangel Michael is speaking to you now, and I come with urgency because the heavens have opened to deliver this message that you must hear without delay, for there is a trembling in the spirit realm and the sound of it is about to echo into your life in ways you cannot yet see, but must be prepared for, because an emergency has arisen and the throne of God has dispatched me to warn you, protect you, and strengthen you in the moments that are about to unfold, and as I speak these words into your heart, I want you to feel that you are not alone, you are not abandoned, and you are not forgotten, because the one who has caused you pain, the one who has pierced your soul with betrayal, is being revealed, and the truth that has been hidden is about to knock at your door in the form of heartbreaking news. Yet what looks like heartbreak to your eyes will be the doorway to freedom that heaven has written for your destiny, and though it may shake you when it arrives, though it may sting with the sharpness of memory and loss, I assure you that God has already gone before you to transform the breaking into building, the sorrow into strength, and the storm into salvation, because heaven wastes nothing, not even your tears, and I, Michael, the archangel assigned to war on your behalf, have been sent with a sword of light to cut through the lies that have chained you to the wounds of your past. You have cried in silence when no one saw, you have carried burdens that others could not understand, and you have wondered if the weight would crush you, but I tell you today that this moment is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to reveal the truth and lift you into a place you could never reach while bound to the shadows of deceit, for the one who hurt you is about to be exposed, their actions no longer hidden under the cover of secrecy, their betrayal no longer concealed behind smiles and empty words, because God is bringing forth what was done in the dark into the light. And though the news may pierce your heart for a time, I need you to trust the divine plan, for the Father has promised beauty for ashes and joy for mourning. And this very event that feels like the breaking of your spirit will in truth be the breaking of your chains. Do not fear the heartbreak that approaches, do not tremble at the news that will reach your ears, for I am standing beside you and I will not allow you to be destroyed, I will not allow your spirit to collapse under the weight of this revelation, but I will lift you, shield you, and carry you into a season where you will finally see with clarity the worth of your soul and the strength of your heart. The enemy intended this heartbreak to crush you, to silence you, to bury your faith beneath despair, but God has intercepted that plan and turned it into the seed of your rising. And the very person who wounded you, the very one whose betrayal cut deep, will not have the last word over your life, because the voice of the Almighty has already spoken a greater word, and that word is victory, restoration, and freedom. So I speak into your soul now. Prepare yourself not with fear but with faith, for the shaking that is coming is not the end, it is the beginning, and though the storm may rage outside your home, the peace of God will anchor you within, and you will find that what was meant to harm you has become the very thing that ushers you into your divine destiny. I see the heaviness in your heart. I see the trembling in your spirit, and I know that you are afraid of what is coming because your soul has already felt the vibration of change. But I am telling you, child of light, do not let fear be the voice you follow, for fear is the chain that the enemy wants to place on you, but faith is the key that unlocks your freedom, and I come to remind you that the God who formed you in the secret place, the God who numbered every hair on your head, has not allowed this moment without purpose, for what you are about to hear, what you are about to see, is not to break you but to awaken you, to pull you out of illusions, and to show you the truth of who you are in the eyes of heaven. The one who hurt you, the one who thought they could play with your heart and walk away untouched, has stirred the justice of God, and heaven has said enough. And though their actions may still echo in your memory, though their betrayal may still sting like a thorn, I tell you that heaven has begun to act, and their name is being written in the book of reckoning, because the time has come for truth to rise, and for lies to fall. The news that comes to your home will feel heavy, and it will strike at the tender places of your heart, but I, Michael, am already standing guard, for I will not let this heartbreak consume you, and though your tears may fall, every tear will be gathered in the hands of God and returned to you as blessings multiplied beyond what you can imagine, for this is not the end. This is the shifting of the chapter. This is the hand of God turning the page of your story. Remember this. What looks like loss to you is victory in disguise. What feels like pain now is preparation for glory later, and the person who thought they could harm you is about to witness that no weapon formed against a child of God shall prosper, for heaven has spoken and the decree cannot be broken. Even now angels are surrounding your home, even now a hedge of fire is rising around your spirit, even now the forces of darkness are trembling because they know their grip is being broken, and you are stepping into freedom. Do not resist this shaking, do not resist this unveiling, for the truth may hurt but it will also heal, the heartbreak may wound but it will also free, and when the dust settles you will rise stronger, wiser, and more radiant than before, because the hand of God is upon you, and I, Archangel Michael, will not leave your side until you have crossed this storm and entered the peace that awaits on the other side. Beloved soul, I must tell you with urgency that what is about to unfold has been written long before this moment, for heaven saw the pain you endured in silence, heaven saw the nights you lay awake wondering why you were betrayed, heaven saw the cracks in your heart that no one else noticed, and the cries you buried within yourself when others could not understand your suffering, and now the time has come for the divine balance to be restored, for the one who wounded you cannot escape the eyes of God. And though they may have walked away thinking their actions would be forgotten, heaven has marked their deeds and the time of exposure is here. But do not mistake this revelation as punishment to you, for it is not meant to destroy your peace, it is meant to release you from the hidden ties that kept you bound to pain, and the news you hear may feel like a heavy stone placed upon your chest, but I will help you carry it, and soon you will realize that what felt like an ending was in truth a beginning. Because in order for you to rise into the fullness of who you are, the false must be removed, the hidden must be revealed, and the truth must come forth like light breaking through the shadows. I, Michael, have fought battles in the heavens for your soul, I have stood against the voices of accusation that tried to condemn you, I have drawn my sword against the spirits of deception that sought to entangle you, and now I stand beside you in this hour to whisper into your spirit, do not be afraid, do not despair, for God is with you, and though this heartbreak comes, it is not the final word, it is the sound of chains breaking, the sound of shackles falling, the sound of you stepping out of a prison you did not even realize you were still locked inside. Your heart may tremble when the truth is revealed, your spirit may ache as the news reaches your ears, but I promise you that you will not be crushed. You will not be forsaken, you will not be abandoned, for I will shield you with wings of light and surround you with a strength not your own. And when you feel weak, heaven will carry you. When you feel broken, heaven will mend you. When you feel lost, heaven will guide you. The one who hurt you thought they silenced your voice, but soon the world will hear your testimony. The one who betrayed you thought they ended your joy, but soon your laughter will return brighter than ever. For no plan of darkness can cancel the destiny God has placed upon you, and though this news may break your heart for a season, it will also break the chains that kept you tied to pain, and you will rise from these ashes more radiant than you ever dreamed possible. I speak to you now with the fire of truth because your soul must understand that not every heartbreak is meant to destroy, some are sent to reveal, some are allowed to awaken, and what is about to enter your life will awaken you to the deeper purpose you carry, for the illusions that once surrounded you are being stripped away, the masks of those who pretended to care are being torn off. And the reality that was hidden in shadows is being placed before your eyes so that you may finally walk in freedom without being bound by lies. And though the first moment may sting, though your chest may feel the weight of grief when the news arrives, I urge you to hold on, to breathe, and to remember that this is the hand of God moving. Not to harm you but to heal you, not to punish you but to deliver you, because every time you cried in secret, heaven took note, every time you doubted your worth because of what was done to you, heaven whispered your name with love, and every time you felt forgotten, you were held closer than you realized, and now the heavens are shaking to release you into a greater freedom, a greater clarity, and a greater strength. I, Michael, have seen how you fought to keep your faith even in the dark. I have seen how you chose kindness even when you were met with cruelty. I have seen how you held on to hope when despair knocked at your door, and because of that, heaven has declared that this season of heartbreak will turn into your season of building. And you will rise from what comes, not weaker but stronger, not broken but restored, not empty but overflowing, for the truth you feared will become the key to unlock your destiny, and the very person who hurt you will no longer hold power over your soul, for God has declared an end to their influence in your life. Do not allow fear to grip you when the message comes. Do not allow sorrow to blind you. Instead, remember these words, that I, Michael, was sent to tell you that you are not walking into devastation, you are walking into liberation, and what is lost in this moment will be replaced by blessings beyond measure, for God always restores, God always provides, and God always turns mourning into dancing. And though the road may feel lonely at first, you will soon see new light, new people, new opportunities flowing into your life, because heaven never takes without giving, and what is removed from your hands is only making space for something greater, something divine, something eternal that no betrayal, no heartbreak, no darkness can ever take from you. You must understand, beloved, that the pain you are about to feel is not punishment but purification, for the fire that is coming into your life will not consume you, it will refine you, it will burn away the false attachments, the hidden deceptions, the chains of manipulation that were woven around you, and when the flames die down, what will remain will be your true strength, your true purpose, and your true freedom, for heaven never allows a storm without preparing a rainbow, and never allows tears without preparing joy, and even though you may question why this is happening, even though your heart may cry out asking why you must bear yet another blow, I tell you that God has chosen you for greater things, and greater things often require a breaking before the building, a pruning before the blossoming, a shaking before the settling, and this is not to destroy you but to set you apart for the destiny that has always been written over your life. The one who hurt you thought they left you broken, they thought their betrayal would silence your spirit. But in truth their actions have become the fuel for your rising, for the very moment they struck against you, heaven began to weave a plan of restoration that far exceeds the wound, and what they meant for harm is already turning into your testimony of triumph. And yes, the news will come like a weight at your door, yes, it will feel like a wound reopening, but know that I, Michael, will shield your heart so that you will not be crushed under its weight, and as you walk through the valley of heartbreak, I will walk beside you with the sword of light to guard you from the whispers of despair, for the enemy will try to use this moment to convince you that you are unloved, unworthy, and forgotten. But the truth of heaven declares the opposite. You are chosen, you are precious, you are deeply loved by the Creator who formed you. Even now I see angels gathering around you, ministering to your weary soul, whispering strength into your spirit, reminding you that this storm is temporary but the blessing it unlocks is eternal. Do not fear the heartbreak that is coming, for it is the sound of your chains breaking, it is the proof that heaven is moving on your behalf, and soon the same mouth that spoke lies against you will be silenced, the same hands that wounded you will be restrained, and the same path that once looked broken will become the very road that leads you into your divine future. Beloved child of light, you may not realize it now, but everything you have endured has been shaping you into a vessel strong enough to carry the blessings that are on their way, and sometimes it takes heartbreak to make room for heaven's promise, sometimes it takes the tearing away of false connections to make space for true love, true peace, and true destiny, and this is why the news that is coming to your home, though it may feel like a devastating blow, will actually become the divine turning point in your journey. The one who hurt you is being revealed not so that you will crumble but so that you will finally see with clarity who they are, and once that truth is in the open, the chains that held you in confusion and false hope will fall to the ground, leaving you free to walk the path God has always prepared for you. I, Michael, see how weary your soul has become, I see how often you asked, why me, why this pain, why this betrayal? And I tell you that heaven heard every question, heaven gathered every tear, and heaven has been preparing this very moment to answer you not with words alone but with action, for God is moving on your behalf, and this heartbreak will not bury you but raise you, it will not silence you but amplify your testimony, and it will not define you as broken but as chosen. Yes, the one who hurt you may have thought their power over your heart would last forever. But heaven has declared the end of their influence, and once this news arrives, once the truth unfolds, you will see that their actions have no authority over your future, for your future is sealed by the hand of the Almighty, and no betrayal can rewrite the script that God Himself has written for you. So, when the moment comes, breathe deeply, lift your eyes toward heaven, and remember that this is not the breaking of your destiny but the breaking of your chains, and as your heart releases what was never meant to remain, your hands will be open to receive what has always been destined for you. Even now I whisper to you, be strong, beloved, for heaven is with you, and though the storm comes suddenly, you will stand after it passes, clothed in light, crowned with victory, and overflowing with a strength that no one can take from you. I want you to hear me with the deepest part of your heart, for what is coming is not a punishment but a divine release, and while it may feel like the ground beneath you is shaking, it is only because God is shifting you from where you were never meant to stay into where you were always meant to be, and sometimes the shift begins with heartbreak, sometimes the shaking begins with news that pierces, but beyond the initial pain there is freedom. There is clarity, and there is healing that you never thought possible. The one who hurt you is being unmasked, the truth is being delivered to your very doorstep, and though the words may cut, though the revelation may sting, remember that lies cannot remain hidden when heaven has spoken. And God has declared that you will no longer live under the shadow of deception, you will no longer carry the weight of someone else's betrayal, for your spirit was made for joy, your soul was created for peace, and your heart was designed for love that is pure, faithful, and eternal. I, Michael, am standing with my sword of truth drawn, and I will not allow this heartbreak to become your destruction. Instead, I will guard your heart, shield your mind, and strengthen your spirit until you see with your own eyes how God has turned this moment into the very doorway to your rising. Do not give in to despair when the news reaches you. Do not allow the enemy to whisper that you are abandoned. For you are not abandoned, you are protected, you are chosen, and you are walking under the watch of heaven itself. What they did to you will not remain hidden any longer. What was spoken against you in darkness is now trembling before the light, and every false word, every betrayal, every cruel action is now falling under the justice of God. And you, beloved, will not only survive this heartbreak, you will rise above it, and in time you will look back and see that the very news that once made you cry became the very moment your destiny began to unfold, for the God who formed you has never left your side, and I, Michael, will walk beside you until you step out of this storm and into the peace, the victory, and the blessing that has your name written upon it in heaven's own handwriting. Beloved soul, I urge you not to mistake the pain you are about to feel as abandonment, for it is in truth a sign that heaven is moving in your life, because when God removes something or someone from your path, it is never to leave you empty, it is always to prepare you for what is greater, and though the heartbreak will come like a storm, within that storm is a divine cleansing, washing away the lies, the betrayals, the hidden wounds that you carried far too long, and I, Michael, have been sent to prepare your spirit so that you will not collapse when the weight of this revelation falls upon you, but instead you will rise with a strength you never knew lived inside you. The one who hurt you thought they could break you, they thought they could silence you, they thought they could walk away without consequence, but heaven has seen, and the justice of God does not sleep, and now the truth is rushing toward you like a wave that cannot be stopped, and though it will shake your heart at first, soon you will see that it is setting you free, free from false promises, free from empty words, free from chains that bound your spirit in pain. I want you to hold this truth close. You are not broken beyond repair, you are not defined by the betrayal of others, you are not abandoned in your sorrow. You are chosen, you are loved, and you are being carried by heaven even now as these words reach you. Every tear you cried has been gathered by God, every silent prayer has been heard, and every wound in your heart has been seen, and now the moment has come for healing, though it arrives wrapped in heartbreak. When the news comes, let yourself feel, let yourself release, but do not give in to despair, for the angels will surround you, and I, Michael, will cover you with wings of light until the storm passes, and you will find that you are still standing, still breathing, still chosen for greatness, and in time your heart will be filled again, not with sorrow but with joy, not with betrayal but with love, not with emptiness but with abundance, for the promise of God cannot be stolen by anyone who hurt you, and your destiny is secure in His hands. I tell you now with the authority of heaven that this heartbreak, though it will sting, is not the end of your story but the beginning of your unveiling, because there are layers of your strength, layers of your purpose, and layers of your destiny that you have not yet discovered, and sometimes it takes the shaking of heartbreak to reveal the power that has been hidden deep within you, waiting to rise when the false connections are broken. The one who hurt you will no longer have a hold over your spirit, for their power was only in secrecy. Their grip was only in deception, and once the truth comes to your home, that grip will shatter like glass under the weight of divine light, and you will be able to step forward no longer bound to the pain of their betrayal. I, Michael, am telling you that though your tears may fall like rivers in the hours ahead, those tears are not wasted, for every drop is watering the seeds of your next season, a season where joy returns, where peace is restored, and where love comes to you in a way that cannot be stolen. Do not believe the lie that this heartbreak is proof you are unworthy, for in truth it is proof that you are so valuable to heaven that the enemy fought hard to break you, but he has failed. For here you are still standing, still breathing, and still receiving this message of life. The pain you will feel is temporary, but the strength it will give birth to will last forever, and soon you will see with your own eyes that this ending was the opening of a door that leads to everything you prayed for but could not yet see. And when you walk through that door, you will know that heaven was with you all along, that I stood with my sword drawn to protect you, and that your Creator never left your side for even a moment. The one who hurt you will fade into the background of your story, but you will shine in the foreground, and the light of your victory will be brighter than